guys!
Hello!
So we are the Insomniacs with K-pop Props.
I'm Lizzie.
I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Kitty.
And we're going to do something a little bit different.
Yes.
Yes.
We're not used to this, so if we get a little rambly or
boring,
feel free to just skip on over to the next video. But if you're interested,
hey,
then we're going to tell you exactly what happened at our first ever K-pop concert, Block B,
Oh my God.
in Miami.
It was amazing. There's
words cannot describe the feels.
Less than, I guess it was less than 12?
12 hours?
No, less than 24 hours ago.
Okay. Yeah.
We were...
Too much math.
Oh my gosh.
We waited in line pretty much.
Okay.
In line.
Yeah, so we pretty much woke up pretty early.
We woke up like before the sun was up.
Drove a good bit.
All the way to Miami.
All the way to
All the
Miami. All the way to
All the
Miami.
way.
We are dedicated.
Well, yeah. And so we get to Miami.
So we get to Miami.
And
We made it. It's like perfect timing.
We really
The
did.
line wasn't that long at all.
Yeah, there's
We got there at
people
like
right there.
4:30ish.
Yeah.
there's a good bit of a line.
And then the doors opened up
Not
at
much
6:30, so we were going to wait in line for about 2 hours because
Oh my gosh.
some awesome fans were handing out fan stuff that they made.
Yes.
One of which I have. Well, first off, let's start off with
Okay.
these awesome things. I just had to brag about this because this person is amazing. They made little
so
like
cool.
V pins for Block B
Here,
with like
little
each member's.
Christmas.
We got one for each member, and then we had the OT7 one.
Except B-Bomb, because B-Bomb ran out before I could go
Yeah,
over there and get some.
We tried though.
Yeah.
We tried.
We have all the other
I had to
members.
I had to quickly get these.
So-
They're like 25 cents. These things are amazing.
Awesome band.
Like the cutest things. And like on tails, they had like little eyeglasses too. They're kind of like personalized.
I think I got his.
It was so
It's so
cute.
cute.
And the best part of the fan stuff.
Oh, we each got one.
Look at how awesome this is.
Look at it.
I don't know if y'all heard or not, but in Miami, the fans decided to do like a special like event for the guys, I guess is what you call it. While they sang "Be the Light," everyone was gonna hold up the banners that said "Our light is you." I think is what it says.
Yeah.
Or you're the light.
Yeah, you are our light or something.
like
Yeah, anyways.
But
Something like that.
Something to that effect.
To that
Band.
effect. So we were super hyped for that, and
Everyone held them up perfectly. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so we saw a fan can of like the bottom, and oh my gosh, like if I was on stage, I'd have been like taken back.
it was cool.
Yeah, they.
I was like,
So this
I saw
person
one
who
of them,
made,
like,
I think she made like 700 of these. Props to
shout
her,
out to you.
because
You
she
are
is
amazing.
the like coolest
Bomb.com.
BBC ever. So we waited in line for 2 hours. Met some cool people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of cool people.
So like Dre there,
Yeah,
and
we saw
Mr. Popo was there,
yeah.
Yeah.
and just lots of cool people.
I was surprised at how many people like
Yeah, like
the
the line.
A good bit of people
Wrapped
from Miami
around.
came.
Oh yeah, I was like, okay, dang, guess lots of K-pop fans in Miami, which I wasn't expecting.
I know some people from like all the way from Texas came.
That's
Texas.
dedication.
Dedicated.
It's crazy.
So we waited in line, and that was cool. Yes Style was there. Because they were one of the
Yes.
sponsors, I think, of the tour.
Yes, I was, and so was
Say yes to the style.
somebody else who's sponsored.
Yeah, there's like people like in the white and green shirts.
yeah, the white and green Yes Style t-shirts.
And they're like handing out little
Cool.
cards.
Yeah.
Oddly. I was like, oh, okay.
So we got stuff for the guys. We got Florida postcards and a giant like sand dollar.
Yes. And it was like, had like,
It had like American flag on it. It was like like this
airbrush?
big.
Is it called airbrush?
Yeah, it was kind of like
Airbrush.
airbrushed on.
So it
So
looked
we got that.
pretty.
So we had like
So-
bubble wrap that.
Yeah,
'cause we
it's
didn't
been
want it to
forever.
break.
It's like a little.
And we got them American junk food because who doesn't like junk food?
Yeah.
And they may not have had American junk food. I mean, I don't think it's the same from every. I mean, I think each country has like different.
That or it's like expensive to bring it over.
Yeah. So
So-
hopefully they will
Hopefully
eat
they
that
eat
and
it.
get a taste of how we like to pig out.
Yeah. We were like, hey, this is some of our favorite junk food.
Yeah, we told them it was like
Enjoy.
this is what we like. So here
Hope
you
you
go.
like it.
I hope they ate it. I really do.
Or at least try it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we set that in. They had little boxes in the entrance where we could leave our stuff.
I was surprised at first because like at first like we waited right after the doors
We
just
were,
got
like,
open. It
more
took us
the
like
front.
maybe like 10 minutes to get inside, and there weren't that many like gifts. So I was like, okay.
Maybe
I mean,
people like didn't see the boxes, and after we
true.
came, like the staff there, we heard a lot of like
Yes.
horror stories about Jazzy Group being rude. And
No.
but they're very nice to us.
They're very polite. They're like, oh hey, this is like I asked multiple people was like, okay, where do you buy the t-shirts and
Where do you put this? Where do you put that? And they're like, oh, right over
where's the
here.
bathrooms? And like everyone knew, whether it was like a person selling something, they knew where everything was. The people like walking in like, hey, you can't bring food in. They weren't like rude about it. They're just like, hey.
They didn't even check our bags.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, don't bring it in. Which I didn't see anybody, so.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't even rude, but like, you know, like when we, at the end.
Yeah, even like filing out of like massive crowds.
No pictures. Like, it wasn't like.
It wasn't like
a boom. No
give me your
pictures.
phone.
It was just like,
it was like, no pictures. No pictures.
But the phones away.
No pictures.
So we got in our seats. We were on the balcony because, I mean, we know about B, but we weren't like VBCs yet.
Until now.
Until now we are now. Oh my gosh.
But it was like, we're very big K-pop fans in general. We would really do like Block B, but we're not like die hard Block B fans. But we had to support, you know, especially because
we
we
went. We could go.
It was amazing.
So we got up there. We had like pretty good seating. We were like the
middle.
We were like very middle of the balcony. We were like center stage. We were like the last row, center stage.
It was perfect, so we could stand up, wave everything around.
And no one had to worry about people behind us. It was amazing.
It was really nice, and the venue wasn't that big, but it seemed, I was worried coming in that most of the seats wouldn't be filled because I'd seen pictures from the previous venues, and it seemed like the theaters were kind of like half empty.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really hope that everyone shows up, especially because it's the first concert in Miami. Mm-hmm. So I don't want, you know, Block B and Jazzy Group to think nobody's gonna come to Miami, we're not coming back.
Yeah.
But the theater seemed really filled up.
Yeah, from what all we saw and like people like saying, especially like the Blocky like members, like, are like, hey, we're gonna come back to Miami. Yeah. So I think Miami was like the cherry on top that made everything great.
I have to stop and mention there was this hilarious fan in front of us.
Yes.
Probably the coolest person I've ever met in my life.
She was great.
She was die hard.
She was her name was Chloe, and she was
the funniest person ever.
She helped get us like live.
I'm pretty sure she was like running back and forth before the concert started. When like it was just great.
Goodness.
So yeah, everyone else was getting so pumped that we got so pumped.
Yeah,
like we were just.
It really helped. Like she was like a light, like a match, and everyone else.
She was way bigger everywhere. It's like you go, girl.
They were
I'm
playing.
With you.
They played a couple
songs in the background like they do at most concerts.
Yeah.
And eventually, you know, people were kind of like humming along, singing along to it. Mm-hmm. And then Nelly Mambo came on.
Oh my goodness.
And everyone started singing. It was great. If y'all want to go watch fan cams of that,
go.
It was really cool. For me, I got chills listening to it. Like my hands started to shake in excitement, and I'm not even like I wasn't at that point a diehard Block B fan, but I was like.
And then
Jackpot came on too.
Jackpot.
And at this point, that Chloe girl was like,
she was singing every word of that song, and I was like, you kill it.
And we were getting even more excited.
Oh gosh!
And then
you're all waiting. You're watching the curtain. You can see like the cameraman getting ready. You're just like,
the cameraman. And he kept like going to like the side.
It was like stretching his arms and stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're coming on.
They're coming.
But then another like Block B song would come on. I'm like, well, they're not gonna come on till the end of this.
And
then the lights did.
And then the lights
did. And the scream started.
Then the scream.
Everyone was screaming.
Okay, I don't know what happened to us. This must be what happened.
Fangirl! Oh my gosh! You don't even know.
This must be what happened.
I screamed.
We screamed. Like,
I lost my voice.
I expected Lizzie to be like the least affected out of us because she's normally the most sensible, honestly, out of all of us. But it was great. Kitty was sitting in between us.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sorry if I killed your arm.
As soon as the lights went off, both of us
grabbed your arm and I couldn't put them up,
so I just started jumping up and down.
I promise you, for the first two songs, all I could do was hold Kitty's arm. I was like, oh my gosh, they're here, they're on stage.
The two oldest ones were like freaking out.
I was just going back over here. Oh my gosh.
It was great. They opened with Jackpot. It's like, everything was fine and dandy, and we were like, we're not going to fangirl. We're going to be very cool about this. We're going to be those cool fans. Everyone goes in thinking they're going to be those cool fans. Nobody acts like that cool fan they want to be.
No. Oh my god.
As soon as they were in like formation, and then like the fog came through, and then the music started, and we just like,
we lost it.
We lost it. I don't know why.
It was great.
It was really great.
So they played like two songs, and then they introduced themselves, and then pulled seat numbers out of a box. These lucky son of guns
I knew it was coming
stage.
on because I read the fan accounts from DC and New York, so I was like, they're getting roses. They're getting the song.
They got roses and romantically sung to them on stage.
Like some of them had like their arms put around them,
and then went like right in their face.
Like even like patted someone.
They patted them on the head. I was just like, what if we like
do.
know exactly
I
to
was
get them
cute.
to
I was like, I
rise.
would have killed you if you touched my hair.
Did Zico do that?
No,
Was it
Kyung?
Zico?
I think he had blonde hair.
Was it Kyung?
I think it was.
I don't remember which
One of
one
them
patted the
knelt
girl
down.
on their head.
No, didn't he kneel down?
And like they would
I don't
hold their
remember. It's a
hands while
blur.
they were singing to them.
It was a
And I was just like,
No,
I would
they
like,
laced, like no jokes. I'm
yes,
like, I
think
forget
it
who
was
it
Pio.
was.
I think it was
He
Pio.
laced.
Then it was Kyung that did like he got like really close to her head, and I was like,
Okay, at this point, Chloe, the person in front of us, was flipping.
She was dying.
Especially
Like, she like
Zico
she
was her
laid
bias.
down
Oh my
in
goodness.
the
so it's like she
stairs
ran,
for a
and
second.
she's like, I'm gonna launch myself down there. So she like almost climbed over the balcony, just scoofing off. She wasn't serious. But
She's like, I'm going.
she was being very hilarious.
I was
And then
like-
at one point, when Zico, I guess he like
gave her the
wrapped his hand around the girl or something,
And she like
and she was like, I'm dead. And she laid flat down on the ground.
She really did.
I really thought she might have fainted. So
It was
I
great.
I looked down and then she started to pop back up. I
It was
okay.
great. It was great. The song, gorgeous. Well, then they did some more songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Freeze was like their second one, wasn't it? I think they did Freeze.
I think they did Freeze and Wannabe back to back.
something like that. I forgot. I forget. I don't know.
I think it was
It's
Very
nice
Good and then Freeze and Wannabe.
Yeah,
I think
Or
they
Wannabe
did very
and
good
Freeze.
twice.
Something like that.
Something like that.
At that
It was a
point,
blur.
I was like, okay.
At that point, it was a blur.
And then they sang like 2 more songs.
Then they played, it's like,
Telephone charades.
they do that a lot, I've noticed on Korean variety shows.
Wait, did they do the interview after that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they also called members or people
Yes.
from the audience by their seat number to do
No
that
balcony seat.
No
And
balcony seats.
Zico was the supervisor.
The referee or something.
Yeah, yeah.
He said supervisor.
He was like referee, supervisor. I was like, oh,
He was very funny.
he was great.
And
And that was interesting.
that was very interesting. One or two of the girls really played along well.
Yes.
And they did exactly what a good fan should do. Some of those girls, they were probably like really nervous, God love them, and they weren't very good at charades.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? I was like, I honestly was glad I didn't get called up because I would have been like,
I've been all in that. Oh my goodness.
my face would have been like beet red.
That would be me, but I'd be like, Transformer.
The 2 words
The
of
girl
each
who was
team.
in the Hulk line.
Yes.
Oh, she's like,
great.
can I borrow your jacket? Because like one of the members was like the first guy.
Who was it?
Was
I think it
it?
was. I'm pretty sure it was Tail.
No, I think it was
Pio?
No, it wasn't Yuquan. It was B-Bomb. I think she took B-Bomb's jacket.
Was it B-Mom?
Okay. So
She was like second.
he was like,
Yeah, she
he
was.
ripped off his jacket
Because he was pretending to be the Hulk. He was trying to show her that the word was Hulk.
Everyone
and then
took
he,
it
like
and
did like
threw it on the
this
ground.
smash.
And so it came her turn, and she had to go around and tell Tail.
She's like,
So
can I borrow your
she was
jacket?
like, "Can I borrow your jacket?" So she borrowed.
Put it on. I was
He
like,
helped her put it on too.
Yes, he helped her put it. And all of us were like,
I was like, you're a lucky girl. You're a good fan.
no,
she played along really
She
well.
got into it, and
Very good.
you definitely knew she was doing the Hulk. It was great.
Yes, it was great. They did well. That
then-
team won.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were called the oddballs.
They got signed. Old.
They got
I thought
signed
it was
t-shirts.
Old Boys.
Was it Old Boys? I thought it was. The
thought
way
it was
the
Old
tail
Boys,
said it, it
Young
sounded like
Girls,
oddball.
My pronunciation.
I think it was old.
Bless them. I think it was Old Boys.
Wow, fine. It was the group
I-
on the
Because
right.
it
Young
sounded like
Girls. They
oddballs,
did-
but then I think
Old
They
Boys.
did old boys, young girl.
Yeah.
yeah, and the girl was like,
It doesn't even
He's
make
like-
sense because they.
Because
were
the one
like,
is like, how old are you? She's like 20. He's like, I'm 25.
I thought J.O. was like 23.
I can't remember which
well,
member.
Korean and American.
I can never figure that
Anyways.
out. So,
So they got that team won the Hulk team. So they got signed T-shirts. I think is what it was. Majorly jealous.
and they all like gave hugs when they got off stage. I was like, oh.
Those lucky
Okay.
girls. So then they sang
Sing.
some more, and then they finally did the interview portion.
Yes.
But instead of having the translator interview them, they decided to have the members interview each other,
Which was funny.
which was hilarious.
It was great.
Something. What was it? The ones that stuck out to us. Was it? Who was it?
Pio asking Zico about his sexy lips.
Yes. Pio asked Zico something like, "Why are your lips so sexy?"
Or like something like that. Sexy
Soft
or
and sexy or
charming.
Something like
Something
that.
like that.
And I think Zico said something like
Something to the effect.
something to the effect of,
For the future owner. of
yeah,
these
for the
lips.
future
the
owner.
future
of these
owner.
lips.
Everyone like died.
Oh, I think we clapped.
Charm. My good man. That was great.
It was funny.
And then Tail was asked why was
I think B-Bomb
why
asked
is he
Tail,
cute?
"Why was he so cute?" And
He's like,
my mother gave
He's like,
birth
I just
this
came out of,
way."
yeah, my mom gave birth to me this way, or I came out of my mom this way, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
And my personal
So
favorite
natural.
through the whole interview was Zico asked Kyung, he said, he started off by saying, now don't answer rashly.
Everyone died.
And everyone died. Because he spoke in English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or no, he didn't say that in English.
No, he said...
But the translator translated it.
True.
And then he said, in English, would you ever consider dating an American girl?
Okay, just that question.
Just
everyone.
That question. Everyone in the audience. It was so funny.
Everyone reacted. And then...
we could barely hear them talking because everyone was
I could
screaming.
hear. I had to like... maybe it's my young ears. And I just like relayed the information. Because Corey would be like, what they say? And be like, this is what they said. Like,
everyone just couldn't stop screaming. And then his answer...
And then he like paused so he didn't answer rashly.
He took his time.
He took his time and then he goes... Heck yeah, but not heck.
It was great. Oh my gosh.
It was.
We said it like multiple times.
We said it multiple times, and then Zico like chimed in with him.
And he like nodded, and they were like, and I'm like, oh yes, there's future. There's a future.
It was hilarious. I thought it was very well played, and of course his English. Kyung's English kills me. I think it's very good. Very, very good.
Good. And then for the interview, Yukon and like B-Bomba did like dances, and that was
it was like show your most like
appealing side. Oh, you know what that led to.
They did the Billie Jean dance. Michael Jackson, Billie
Jean. Girls started screaming and nonstop.
So yeah, the bands in front, I'm sure like almost died.
Like,
and I think they like were beatboxing at one point. The other members for them to the Billie Jean.
I think so.
No, like when they were doing the what is it? Like the telephone game that they did.
Yes.
Who's it? Pio did. He was like, like the Transformer group. He's like,
that sounds so accurate too.
The word for the other team was
one of the
Transformers.
girls she couldn't get it, and it wasn't helping the members. Just like Megatron is back.
And I tell you what, Yukon was so good at that because he did like the whole like popping and locking like robot thing. He started off as like a car and then he like popped up and made like the noises to go with it.
And she was just like, "What?"
And I was like, "Girl,
do you not get that?
Transformers? How do you not know?"
Probably because she only watches Korean stuff.
Anyways,
you have to know some.
Then we passed the billboard on the way
there.
Yeah,
the billboard looked like pretty sick too. It looked great.
I
think
after the interview.
After the interview, they were like. Then they had to say their goodbyes because they're like, you know, this is our last concert, our last song
in the US.
ever. Yeah, and we were like, no. So they all
flew by. The concert was like what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, it wasn't as long as I thought, but I understand, you know.
Yeah. So their goodbyes.
They said their goodbyes all in English, most of them.
Well, they tried.
I think one of them didn't say it in English.
No, there were two.
One or two.
Yeah, there's a few.
But of course, what was it? Oh, Zico, when they came to him to say goodbye, he said something about, you know, he enjoyed the concert, he liked Miami, and then he ended with, everyone like clapped up and he was like, I'll be back. So
that was great.
Everyone died.
Yes.
And then Kyung came, and he said, I'm not very good at English, something to this effect of, I'm not very good at English, but I want to speak to you in your own language. He said something about how like he really enjoyed the concert and how he was surprised that there were so many people and he didn't expect like all the crowd to be so great.
He was very excited.
He's very excited.
Very happy. She's like, I'm very happy.
Yes.
Something. I'm pretty sure he said happy.
Yes, I'm very happy.
Basically to the
and then they started singing
really,
like the "Cause I'm happy, clap along." Like two of the members started.
Yes, that was great.
It was good. And they went through the rest of them, you know, thank you for supporting us, I love you, we'll see you soon.
We'll be back.
They're having a comeback at the end of July if things go well. So, we are looking forward to that.
Which Zico is producing.
Yes, of course.
And apparently, according to his Twitter update, anyways, he commented how, well, tour's over, producing time, heck yes.
So after the concert, they sent the people who won the special contest should go and like get their picture made with them. I think.
Yeah, there were people who won something, and then they're like VVIP,
and then there was everyone else who got the high touch event because they didn't have a block C in Miami, so everyone who got a ticket got a high touch.
Everybody.
That
was so cool.
That was us.
So at this point, we were like, this is the coolest band ever. And who we originally thought we were not going to be fangirling at all. Because we're very level-headed people, I'd like to think.
You know, I think so.
Usually.
But
except when it comes to K-pop, it just...
It took us by surprise at how, like, excited, I guess we got.
I'd be, like, very frank. I fangirled so bad.
Okay, when we were in the line, we passed by, like, the like, concession stand. The guy working there started laughing.
Okay, wait. See, okay, like, that's okay. Okay, the ultimate fangirl moment I had. Okay, it took us,
we were
literally waiting in line to
maybe an hour, because we had to wait for the fan signing to happen before the high touch.
You had to go, like,
and
down
they ended up staying near the
stairs.
exit. So as people exited, they could give them all
So it was like a big, like, train, like, of, like, massive amount of people.
Everyone fed in.
Yes.
Like, in this time.
So we started getting
there for like an hour.
We were down, like, two flights of stairs, and then we like wrapped around a big corner.
For quite a while.
And wrapped around, and there's like a concession here, and like you saw the exit, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see.
We met these really cool girls who knew a ton about like K-dramas and Korean variety shows. They watched We Got Married, so I was like, we are kindred spirits.
Yes.
It was great.
So we made friends, more friends. Yes. And then we got around a corner finally, and we were like, there's an even bigger line, oh no. And just as we wrap around, Lizzie, like, she's, I guess, you're not taller than us, so I don't know why you saw her.
I was in the front, because we formed, like, a human train, like,
I was
onto
in
each
the
other. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see if I can find him. And so, I'm gonna go see if I can find him.
I'm just sitting there chatting with the other girls, and all of a sudden, she goes, ah! Like, she screamed. And I was like, what is wrong with you?
I saw them!
Just like, what's going on?
Okay, guys, I had to come to this realization. There's a big difference between watching people, like, on screen and on internet, and seeing them on stage, and seeing them 20 feet from you. They were 20 feet from me at the time. I was
and
like,
she screamed.
Oh my gosh!
And all the girls around us were like, what did you see? What did you see?
Like, I started a chain reaction, was turned into like a mini, like, scream.
She was like,
session.
I saw them. So then the girls that we were with, that we just met, they were like, they were taller than us, and they're like, oh, I see him too. And then
the people in front of us started screaming. I was like, oops, I started that.
It was so funny.
It was great.
I was like, what is wrong?
I didn't see the guy at the concession, but he was like.
Yeah, he had like one earbud in. He's just kind of like.
We passed the concession stand, which is
like crazy.
And then they're probably like, yeah, weird people, but oh my gosh, because I saw them.
So we got to the high touch, and I'm sure by then they were like, how many more people do I have?
Yeah, they're probably like, oh my gosh, my hand hurts. My hand hurts. Well, on it, because by the time we got them, it wasn't this. It was this.
I was like,
which confused me for a second. I was like, high five sideways, hand claps.
I was like, handshake, high five. Which one?
I went like a mini, like,
I kind of just
class. Were you behind me or were you in front of me?
I feel like it was really fast.
Lizzie, me, and then Kitty.
I skipped like faces. I didn't even see all of them.
Yeah. I remember like
it's kind of like surreal moments.
Lizzie went first.
I saw everyone's faces have Zico because he was turning around talking to him. Was it Zico? I think it was
I saw Zico.
I think it was second.
See, and I didn't see Zico because he was still turning around. Either he was looking at you or Jacob.
I was like, he was probably still talking to Jacob.
So you walked by. I hear her from my left side. I'm trying to focus on the members, but I kept my peripheral on you too. And she's coming by. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Like,
thank you so much. I
had to like calm myself down right before. I was like,
I think we hit.
I was okay. I wasn't freaking out.
So I love you so much. We were just like, thank you.
Oh, I literally was just like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then I got to Tail at the end, and I hope he didn't think I tried to hug him because I honestly really didn't. But like I went up to him and I like. They had their hands out like this.
Sideways.
So it turned into like a hand claps, kind of sideways thing, not like a hand hold, but a hand clasp.
But it was okay. It was cool.
And I was like, you know what? He was magnificent because his high notes were always good.
He always live. Oh, it was beautiful.
We'll have to talk about that in a second.
And I clasped his hand and I patted him on the shoulder. So it wasn't like a hug. It was just like a pat on the shoulder. And I was like, your voice is amazing. Or I said something about your voice.
Amazing voice.
You have an amazing voice. And he just like cheekily grinned. And I was like, you probably didn't understand what I said.
I had no idea what you were saying.
But I just walked out and I was just floating on air.
She was. Good thing I was there to catch her. I went through.
You would have
flown home. I remember looking at Jaeko and Yukwon and Kyung and Taeyo. The other ones were kind of like in a blur because you're going so fast and there's tons of people around.
It was like, bam.
But I remember like making eye contact. I tried to make eye contact.
Yeah.
And then in my peripherals, because I think Kyung was right by Taeyo at the end, and Kyung's right by us. So I was like, I hate making eye contact with people because it makes me really awkward. But I was like, I'm gonna make eye contact just to say that I did. Mm-hmm. So I made eye contact. But I couldn't even focus because in my peripherals, I see her going in for this awkward, like...
I wasn't trying to hug him, I promise. Yes. Oh, and he probably thought, oh my gosh, crazy fan, get her like security.
In my peripherals, it looked like she was like shaking.
I really hope I wasn't.
This poor guy. She's like, she comes in like this,
and then
she. Thank you. This is what it looked like.
I really didn't do that. I didn't see this. I think you're exaggerating. I really hope.
I'm sure it wasn't like that, but
in my memory, I was like,
we were very calm.
Every excitement, like I was completely calm.
But I don't remember faces.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I hope I didn't shake him. That'd be embarrassing.
I'm sorry. I'm sure it was just my peripherals.
He was cool with me though. It was like it was kind of like hand claps.
See, but he did that awkward hand claps to me too. But I was just like,
cool, you know.
I went for a high five.
He kind of like grabbed
but
it.
Then he kind of like grabbed. So I was like, oh, do I need to go in for a handshake? So I went to close my hand, and then he pulled away, and I was like, awkward.
Mine wasn't awkward.
You honestly didn't know what to do.
But
I think he tried like the awkward like hand clap for both of you, and then he got it right with me. That's how it works.
For everyone else,
but,
for everyone, I was just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I mean, thank you.
Like, seriously, for coming to Miami.
It was amazing. Thank
you
for
being awesome. For making us love K-pop even more. I mean,
I love y'all even more. Because I claim myself as a
We are now officially BBCs.
Guys, we were this close to them. Okay, probably this close.
And I'm very like, this has been a great.
What?
Afterwards, I was like,
yeah.
I was very happy, but I was like, I'm glad this was a great experience. I got over my fangirling really quickly, but I had random spurts of it when I would get like butterflies. But I mean, during the concert, I screamed obviously, but everyone did.
We all lost our voices.
But we get outside, and I'm pretty sure like, Lizzie, you screamed, and I was like, I was very taken aback.
I was kind of like.
I did not expect you to like be that excited.
I had so much excitement bubbling up in me, you don't even understand.
So it was great. We walked back to our car, and we drove straight home because we had a race to run this morning.
Yippee-ki-yay.
At 8:30 in the morning. So
yippee-ki-yay.
We've had like little to no sleep, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I took a cat now.
We are insomniacs.
It turned from like 1 hour to like 3 hours. And it was actually like 2 hours.
I went for the food.
So
all that too. Oh my goodness.
Conclusion. K-pop concerts are awesome. Conclusion number 2. Taeil is an amazing singer. I specifically wanted to mention this because a lot of people know that he's a good singer, but I don't think a lot of people really put him on their list of very good K-pop singers.
No, but
I would probably put him in my top 5 because he was so good. He carried a lot of the songs. Mm-hmm. He was just, his high notes were...
He was the backbone of all the high notes.
It was very good.
So
I was very impressed. Number 3, I was very impressed by all of the members. Mm-hmm. Like, even the dancers, I thought sang very well live.
Oh, yes, all the vocals were amazing. Like, I honestly have no room to complain. I don't know why I would, but no.
Rappers were great, of course.
Yes.
Also, 4, Kyung was the only one that, like, smiled the whole time.
Oh, he was so cheeky. He was
very cheeky. I don't know if he's always like that. I think he has a tendency to be like that. But I noticed a lot of people around us were like, he seems very kind of, like, shocked but pleased. Yeah. How, like, excited everyone was.
Yeah, very, like, happy Miami was like it was.
Yeah. Because as soon as they came out, like, they all started off very cool with very good. Yeah. But he was just, like, grinning from ear to ear. Like, as soon as he left his part, the camera followed him for a little bit, and he went back and he was just, like, grinning from ear to ear.
It was great.
So you could tell that he really enjoyed the concert. They all seemed like they had fun. I don't think we didn't have any major problems. We got to mention the encore.
No, the encore.
Oh gosh.
So like they ended.
They ended on what did they end on? Nalina.
Yeah, Nalina.
So they're like, this is our last song, so make sure y'all scream for it and everything. So,
oh boy,
did everyone scream! I think we almost lost our voices. Our hearing afterwards. I'm pretty sure that's
my hearing.
That's why Lizzie screams so much when afterwards because I think your hearing was gone.
Like I literally had trouble like hearing people. Like I had to like leaning closer and stuff. Like it was bad.
But I think a lot of people don't know that at the end you're supposed to that they're coming back for an encore because a lot of the younger fans around us were like, no, I don't want this to be the last song. And it's like
so we started like
encore, and then it turned into like block B.
So then everyone caught on and were like block B.
And they came out and sang 3 more songs.
Was it 3?
Yes,
I thought it was 2.
It was 2. They sang.
They started off with not Jackpot, I always say, Very Good Rock version.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And then they did Have a Nice Day.
Nice Day. Which is my favorite song by them.
It was great.
That was in the last one, was it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was it really?
Have a Nice Day.
So, that's what I've been... Any more conclusions? BBCs are probably one of the coolest fandoms.
They're really
ever.
nice.
They're very chill. They're very, very nice. Very friendly. Cool. They don't mind going all out. We saw some really cool like cosplayers.
There were some.
Lots of people made their outfits, which was neat.
Some of them are cool. They're, frankly honest, they're just some things I wouldn't wear. But I admit there were some really cool. Like you could tell like people put a lot of time and effort into.
Like one girl like made it like a dress.
Floppy dress.
It was cool.
I don't know where you got the fabric, but that's cool.
That was cool.
I have one complaint. Of course, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I guess I'm spoiled from like Music Bank and Music Court and having like really like know how people with K-pop concerts like,
even
with camera.
Even in Music Court, they're kind of spazzy sometimes.
That's true. I mean, yeah, but I guess there were only like 2 cameras here. We went to it was at the Fillmore. They only had like 2 cameras, and like you had a hard time. The people did following the people. I mean, because we were up on the balcony, so it's kind of hard to see the stage, like see detail on the stage, and a lot of the times the members singing had to come to the center of the stage to be on camera to be put up on the big screen.
Yeah. So, I just paid attention to the members, so I didn't really notice it as badly as you did.
I'd switch back and forth.
I switched back and forth, but a lot of times, like especially in the interviews, I wanted like close-ups and see their expressions, and it was kind of hard to do because they had to like they slowly went, and I'm like, can't you have one on one side? And yeah,
it was great. Oddly enough, we saw a few people on their phones. So if you guys know why people go to concerts and they're on their phone the whole time, like texting, please let us know because we were very confused.
Why would you pay money to go to a concert and be on your phone?
Because those tickets were not cheap. Even the cheapest ones were $100. So
yeah.
But
if you're gonna pay that much money and just sit there,
I don't know if people have money to throw away, but come on.
But yeah, we were like all in. We had so much fun. It was great. I would go every weekend. Like I had so much fun. So the next time another group comes.
We're going.
16 hours. I'm going.
Very, very good.
So, yeah. And we are officially BBC Block B fans now because it was great. So, if anybody who went to the concert is watching, thank you guys for being awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for giving us a great experience because we really did have probably one of the best experiences we've had this summer. This is probably one of the highlights of my summer.
Yes. Definitely. Oh my goodness, Miss definitely. Oh, it was great.
It was great.
I was still fangirling this morning.
We got to go run our race.
You start singing like bits of the songs.
Yes.
And you kind of just can't stop.
And now forever we will watch the fan cams and remember.
But like we're up there.
So
we were in that screen.
If anyone ever has the opportunity,
photobombed quite a few. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Unintentionally.
Yeah. So if anyone ever has an opportunity to go to a K-pop concert, do not hesitate. Go.
Pay the money. Go.
It is worth it.
Not to mention, if you like support the like K-pop groups in America, even like if they're not your favorite, you're helping K-pop like people see, hey, this was successful. We should go again, and they'll come. So yeah.
Any more questions about the concerts? Just leave us a comment or a message, and
we'll let you know.
Yeah. Just had a great time. I don't know what else to say.
It was great.
It was great. Everything was well done. I think a lot of people said, the third time Jazzy group finally got together and everything just seemed organized to me. I mean, we were kind of like squished at the end, but
that's like
what can you do? Everyone's like, hey, high touch event, we gotta go. But no, it was good. It was good. Very good.
Very good.
All right then. Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, so guys, we will catch you later.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.